It's getting closer to bedtime, so I'm feeling a little bit nervous but still excited, and I'm gonna stick to the plan of camping in my car right here in New York City. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ava here, and today I'm going to embark on my most daring adventure yet. I'm going to go to New York City and spend the night right here in my car. New York is a super expensive city. I don't even want to think about how much a hotel costs, but that's no problem for me because I'm going to stay in my car anyway. Let's go. I have it to transfer my stuff into a rental car. I get a cheap deal on a rental car through work, and I need to get a small repair done on my regular car. This is a Chevy Malibu, which is similar to my own car, which is a Chevy Cruze, and I've transferred everything over, curtains and all, so it feels like home because it's basically the same car. Although I am nervous, I'm more excited that I am nervous because I used to live in New York City. I know my way around well enough. I moved at the end of 2019, and this is my first time back since then, so I'm excited to see the old places I used to go, and I'm excited really to put my car life to the test and see if I can get away with spending the night in the car in New York. Alright, we're off to a good start. I've made it to Astoria and I pretty quickly found a parking spot. I don't know if it was luck or if there's just a fair number available, but I feel good about this one. This is way more of a success than I thought already. There's gonna be people going around, but I think I can take it. So let's get started and see some of this city. I actually can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm excited about it. One thing I do like about New York is that nobody will think you're weird doing anything. Nobody's gonna look at me twice for vlogging right now. Just finished up checking out the Guggenheim. I thought it was pretty good. Initially I had wanted to go to the Met, but it was closed, so I settled for this. Now I'm just gonna head to Central Park and regroup for a minute. I really do love Central Park. This was always such a great escape and oasis when I lived in New York full time. I just get that sense of rejuvenation and calm when I come here, and it was especially like that when I lived here full time and needed to get here to see something green. For obvious reasons, I will be keeping the windows only very slightly ajar. It's going to be a little warm, but I don't want to risk having them rolled down as much as I usually do. I am legitimately nervous. This is potentially a risky thing to do. I think a small risk, but there is still a little bit of a risk. It does come with a little bit of excitement that my life has lacked up until I moved into my car. If ever there was a time that somebody will knock on the window, I think it will be now, and I really hope that doesn't happen. And I hope if it does happen, that it doesn't bother me and I still feel comfortable doing this outside of New York. In New York, we do have the real deal for luxury shopping. It's not a mall in the Midwest, which is where I've gone before in videos. This is the real thing. I don't actually expect to spend much, but I like that. That's what I like about New York. You have the best of everything and it's right at your fingertips. This is the obligatory tourist stop in Times Square. It's getting closer to bedtime, so I'm feeling a little bit nervous but still excited, and I'm going to stick to the plan of camping in my car right here in New York City. This is my old neighborhood. Just had dinner. It's getting real. It is 11:30 p.m. I'm trying to avoid as much of my nighttime routine in the car as possible because there's so many people around that I just don't want to be noticed. It'll make me nervous in the night. So I just bought a travel toothbrush and I'm just gonna brush it wherever. I think here's some alleyway. I'll try to go back here. In New York, there's enough weirdos like me that you can kind of get away with doing stuff like this, I think. I'm just gonna go for it in this random courtyard. I'm heading to the car and I'm gonna go to bed. This is scarier than I thought. There are people non-stop going by. And the second I got to my car, a car pulled up and was like, "Are you leaving?" So I was innocent, but it's just it's really hard to be discreet, and I think it's possible some people saw me, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I nothing happens between now and the morning. Good night. Also, I gave up on my mattress thing and I'm just curled up in the back seat because I should have not done it, but I was like rifling around trying to get the mattress out, and that's when people might have seen me. Normally I'd move the car, but I don't want to right now because I might not find another spot. Good night. My heart's beating so fast. Good morning. I'm up. Once I fell asleep, I actually slept all right and nobody bothered me, so hooray. All right, well, good morning, everybody. That was a legitimately scary night. Once I fell asleep, I slept pretty well, but I got there and it was hard to find a moment without people walking by. The second I got to my car, a guy drove and was like, oh, are you leaving your spot? And then there's just, you know, I'm surrounded by apartments, so it's like, even if I don't see anyone, someone could be seeing me. So I was scared. When I was trying to unroll my bed, I noticed some people and I thought maybe I was making a little bit of commotion and they did see me, so I was kind of fearful that they might come back or something, but I just stayed very still, hoping they would leave, which they did, and they didn't come back. But I was scared. I was like crouched behind the seats and my heart was beating fast. I was kind of shaking a little bit. It really was scary. So yeah, I you know, everything went okay, so I'm certainly glad I did it. In hindsight, it might have been a lucky night. I think this, if anywhere, this is somewhere where I would get bothered in the car. So I'm glad I could do it. I'm having a great time in New York, and this was definitely the most economical way to make a trip here. I was considering staying a second night. I don't think I will, but yeah, I slept a full night and now I'm recharged and ready to see some more things in New York before I head back. I wonder if I could park there. That looks like a really good spot. Well, the trip is winding down. I've had truly a great time. I was very present and it's so fun to visit New York City again as a city that I once lived in. It's fun for everybody, but it was really great to see the old sites and have the confidence to come back and car camp here. Car camping, it was something. I don't know that I would recommend it because parking is one of those things about car camping that's challenging, and my method generally is to be as discreet as possible and not be in an area with high traffic where just the odds are higher of someone coming and knocking on your door, knocking on your window and saying something. So I'm glad I did it. It did take courage for me to do this. The actual sleeping part did scare me at first. Maybe it's something I'd adapt to, but I definitely want to avoid situations with people bustling around. So thank you so much for coming along with me and for watching this channel. So exciting to see the interest and the support in this. This stuff is so spooky. It's awesome how every time you come to this museum, there's something new to see. It's just very vast. All right, well, I have about an hour before I'm going to take the train to New Jersey to visit some friends there. Then I will come back and I will drive back to where my family is on the East Coast.
Me gusta el sol
And that is it for my New York City adventure. It's about 6:30 p.m., so I'm going to get in the car and head back to the East Coast where my family is. Last night was without a doubt a challenge, but I'm proud of myself for having the courage to do this, and thank you for coming along with me. This reminds me how my life has really become more exciting and adventurous since living in my car, and I'm really grateful for that. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.